Hi everyone, I hope you've been having an awesome week. Today I'm going to be sharing how I go about earning simoleons, LP and SP in The Sims Freeplay. I know a lot of you out there, especially new players, will be wondering how you can earn them without resorting to hacking your game or shelling out real cash. I know when I first started it seemed impossible to earn enough, especially LP and SP. So I'm going to share all the ways I know of to earn currency without cheats or hacks, and without spending any real-life money. Some of them are more efficient than others, and some of them are a bit of a grind, so I'm going to start with my preferred methods. First up, these are the ways that I prefer for earning simoleons. Pretty obvious, but get all of your Sims a job and send them off to work each day. Preteens and teens will also earn a smaller amount of simoleons for going to school. The amount your Sims will earn will depend on their career and their level within their career. It generally varies from around 700 to over 2,000 simoleons per Sim each day. So I'll send my Sims off to work in the morning before I start work or whatever else I'm doing for the day. And then when I'm ready to play again, my Sims will have brought home around 28,000 simoleons for pretty much no effort on my part. The other main way of making simoleons is with gardening. Make sure that your Sims are inspired before you get them to plant anything. An inspired Sim is one that has all of their needs that you can see down on the bottom left completely filled up. You'll be able to tell that they're inspired by the green sparkles floating off them and the way that they start leaping around like idiots when they walk. So you can see planting these beans costs 115 simoleons, and this uninspired Sim would earn 860 simoleons. I'll just inspire him with this cake for the sake of brevity. This is a VIP perk, but there's plenty of other ways to inspire your Sims. So now that he's all green and sparkly, he will earn 1,260 simoleons, which is a pretty decent bonus. Before I go to bed for the night, I'll get as many Sims as I can, adults, teens, seniors, and get them growing beans overnight. When I wake up in the morning, all of these green beans are waiting for me, and there's another 25 to 30,000 simoleons. Easy. Every 24 hours, this envelope icon will appear at the mailbox at the front of any of your home lots. Open that up and collect your simoleon reward. The amount will vary according to your town values, so mine is about 10,000 simoleons. Next we'll be looking at lifestyle points, or LP. Without a doubt, hobbies are the best way of earning lifestyle points. When you complete a hobby action, you'll receive a random collectible, and each time you fill a grid of these collectible items, you'll receive an LP reward. For most hobbies, it's 3 LP each time you fill a grid of 12. Hobbies with shorter action times, like diving, fishing, or fashion design, are the most efficient, but any hobby will add up over time, so pick whichever one you like the most. The best hobby for earning LP is cooking, no question. Specifically, you want to get a bunch of Sims together to make cheese on toast over and over again. Just cheese on toast. You're going to be sick of cheese on toast. It's a grind, but it's very effective. You can have up to 10 Sims on a lot, but I prefer this setup with 5 Sims because I can't stand the plates piling up behind them, and I like to have my Sims pick up after themselves each time, cancelling the action before they run off to the sink. You miss out on a negligible amount of XP by cancelling the action, but XP means nothing to me now that I'm at level 55 anyway. All you need is a stove for each Sim and 1 toaster. You only need 1 toaster if you make sure that it's inaccessible. So you see here that this arrow is spun around so that it's facing the wall. If it's pointing outward, the first Sim that you have cooking will walk over and use it, blocking the subsequent Sims from using the same toaster. So each time you fill the cooking grid, you'll receive 5 LP, which is more than most of the other hobbies, and with the 1-minute action it fills up really quickly. I usually fill the grid at least 4 times within an hour, so that's 20 LP that I've earned. After about an hour or so, you'll also have made 60 plates of cheese on toast, at which point your Sim will have leveled up from level 1 to level 6 of 6. Reaching the top level will earn each Sim 1 LP, so for my 5 Sims, I've just made 5 LP. If you had 10 Sims cooking, that would be 10 LP. Sometimes I will sit through a whole hour of this, but usually I do it for maybe 15 to 30 minutes at a time when I'm on public transport or half watching something on Netflix. So now I'm going to reset my Sims hobby level by having them do a different hobby. I have fashion design benches and diving boards set up on the same lot. You'll get this alarming message about losing your hobby progress. Ignore it. You only need to worry about hobby progress if you haven't unlocked all of the collectibles yet. In this case, we want them to reset their hobby so that they can come back and earn those LPs all over again. Not everyone likes the competition center, but I don't mind it. This time there's a fashion design competition, so I'm gonna send Cheryl to compete. Because she's at level 6 of 6, when I came back the next day, she won first place and earned 3 LP. Well done, Cheryl. Okay, so social points. I'm not gonna lie to you, SP is hard to get your hands on. You can earn SP gradually by completing social tasks. For this, you'll need neighbours. The game provides one default neighbour, another sim town, where you can complete some of the tasks, but the town doesn't have everything that you need to complete all of them. So you'll need to add other players on Facebook. Google Plus and Game Center no longer work for adding neighbours. If you don't know anyone who plays the game, you can find other players online commenting on the Facebook page for the Sims Freeplay, on Google Plus communities, on the unofficial Sims Freeplay forum. I'll add some links to places you can find neighbours in the description below. The other way to get SP in the game is using the social point flower. This doesn't come cheap, costing 20 LP for each spin. This time I got 40 SP, which is pretty good, but most of the time you'll only get 3 or 5 or 7. It's not the best return, especially since they changed the cost from 5 LP. I was really mad when they did that. So there are a few other ways of earning currency that I personally find a little less effective. One is to complete your weekly tasks. As you progress, you'll earn simoleon bonuses and also a bonus of 3 LP when you reach 75% completion. The simoleon sprout is worth doing whenever you notice it's available. You will always receive at least 100 simoleons more than you spent on it, and the highest reward is a generous 15,000 simoleons. Once a day, you will receive some gifts at the party boat, where you also access your neighbours' towns. Usually it's just simoleons, but every now and then there'll be an LP in there. The number of gift boxes increases with the number of neighbours you've added. So I'm not so fussed about the town revenue these days, especially since most of it is completely useless XP, but as I'm passing over the town map, I figure I may as well collect all the simoleons that are there. Pets are a pretty decent source of simoleons and the occasional LP. The game will allow you to have 2 pets per lot. Only adult pets will dig up currency, not kittens or puppies. Supposedly the more expensive pets will earn better rewards, but I've never proven that. You should also keep their happiness up by giving them attention, because they get sad, they'll slow down, and they'll dig less frequently. One last method is to get multiple Sims driving at the same time. Just send one to their car, switch lots to another Sim, rinse repeat until you've got a bunch of cars out on the road. From the town map, you can collect the musical notes that the cars are farting out onto the road for some reason, and you'll receive simoleons and very, very occasionally LP. I hope that gives you some ideas and makes you feel a little more confident about making money in The Sims Freeplay. Comment down below if you know of any other ways of making money that I've forgotten to mention. And after all that work, remember to take a break and relax, because you've earned it.